Side by side. Oh, speaker. Aha. Gallery. There we all are. Okay, perfect. Coming in. I still have to say happy Friday. I felt like Wednesday felt like it's felt like Friday since Wednesday, but now it's really Friday, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hey, Jasmine from Maryland. Okay, I want to know where everybody's from. I would love to show Blue
Austin.
Diamond Resorts representatives that are here today. I'll introduce them in a moment. Then we have agents from right across north, south, east, west of the United States of America. It's windy in Atlanta, Missouri. There you go. Delaware, New Jersey, New Jersey, no brother. It gets so fast at the end here. Oh, there you go. Hey, there was somebody from Oshawa there. Did you guys see that? I don't know if there's an so fun. Kentucky, nice. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Florida, Kentucky. Perfect. You guys are the best. And I just want to say hello to our advisors tuning in and Facebook. Hello, and the Spoiled Agent USA Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys being here today. And there's Rachel from Detroit. Nice. Okay, so you guys are in for a treat. We have the dynamic duo here from Blue Diamond Resorts and Weddings. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We have Lori. Lori's the sales supervisor with Blue Diamond Weddings. So, hello, Lori. How are you?
Hello. Great. Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah. Where are you hovering above right now?
Uh, this
Yes.
this is one of our lovely properties behind me.
Nice. Can you tell us which one it is?
Yeah, it's this is Hideaway at Royalton Blue Waters.
Nice. Lovely. Okay. And I think we're going to be talking a little bit about that today,
We
probably.
definitely will. Yeah.
There you go. Excellent. And then we have Carolyn is the weddings manager from Blue Diamond Weddings. Hello, Carolyn. How are you today?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, no, thank you ladies for being here. We really appreciate your time. And we know you guys are a very busy team, always taking care of our clients and our brides and taking care of course, pointing us as agents in the right direction. So it's so great to have you guys carving out the time to be with us today. And of course, we're putting together this presentation. That takes time too. Um, so a couple of things. I just want to say that we have an amazing, lovely, super awesome prize for today. And I don't know who wants to talk about it, Carolyn or Lori. Who wants you want to do an arm wrestle? Who gets to announce the prize for today?
I'll start it off.
All
Sure,
right.
we can do
Yes,
that.
we are very excited to announce that an attendee of today's webinar will win a 3-night stay for two to either our Royalton or Planet Hollywood properties. This, of course, excludes Cuba. And we will be announcing that winner next Wednesday. So keep an eye out on your email for the big announcement and a congratulations to the individual who is chosen.
That's awesome. And look at that, guys. We have all the way until December 1st, 2025 to be able to take advantage of that trip. So we got all next year. So that's really nice. Thank you so much for that. And another question is, can I win or am I
I
no,
mean, I don't know it.
not really
We can
fair, is
talk about
it?
it. We can talk about it. You're technically an attendee.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. No, I'd love my one of my amazing spoiled agents to win this prize. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate your time. It's so valuable. So all you have to do is you are here and you're doing what you're supposed to. You automatically qualify. And we just ask that you stay till the end of the session or until we hit at least 1 hour. And we'll give you a little heads up, but we're going to try and wrap it all up during that time. All right, just really quick questions. We would love, Lori and Carolyn would love to answer all of your questions. So you guys have obviously found the chat box, but if you don't mind questions, it's if you don't mind putting them in the Q&A box. So it's in your Zoom panel at the bottom. It says Q&A or there's like a little question mark. Type your questions there. It'll just be a lot easier for us to locate your questions and make sure all of everything is answered. And then of course the chat box is for chitter chatter. I want to know if any of you guys have a favorite Blue Diamond property. You can let us know, or maybe a fave that you'd like to sell for your clients. Maybe if you have a wedding group booked, we will let us know what's on the books, or maybe you're working on quoting something, who knows. Facebook agents, hello. I just want to say you are also allowed to be entered into the prize drop, but what we need you to do is put the email in the comment area. And this is only Facebook agents, not Zoom agents. We have your info. So Facebook agents, throw your info in the chat box and we'll go from there. I see Nicole, I see Mo. Hello guys, welcome. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop talking because I could just sit and talk all day. And I'm going to let you ladies take over. And there you go. Oh, Rachel has 3 weddings at the Royalton Riviera. Nice. Way to go, Rachel. That's awesome. Very nice. All right. I'll stop talking. I'll let you ladies take over. And yeah, if you need anything, and bring me on for Q&A at the end. Okay. Don't forget about me.
We will. We're looking forward to it. All right. So, as Kelly mentioned, today we're going to be doing an overview of Blue Diamond Resorts. To start us off, we're going to do a brief introduction of the brands, where our hotels are located, and what you or your clients can expect when staying at one of our properties. We're going to discuss the weddings team and how Blue Diamond has a very unique structure to what you may be accustomed to when booking a wedding at an all-inclusive resort. We're going to highlight the wedding packages and what some of those inclusions are, and also help draw some similarities between the packages to help you remember what the best option may be for your clients. We're going to focus on some of our most popular wedding locations throughout the Caribbean. And then finally, we've set some time aside for a question and answer period. So this is our big map. And as you can see, we have a wide variety of properties across 8 countries in the Caribbean. You'll see here that we haven't highlighted Cuba because we do not plan weddings for Cuba in our department. But if you ever do happen to have any clients who are interested, or if you're interested in learning more about how all-inclusive weddings work in Cuba, Lori and her sales team are the best people to contact so that she can get you in touch with the right person in destination. All right, so we're going to do a brief overview of what each of our brands are and what that means for anyone who's staying there. As most of you probably have heard of the Royalton, we won't go into too much detail about it, but it is our all-inclusive, family-friendly brand. It is our flagship brand, and it is one of the properties that you are most likely to find in almost every major Caribbean country and city that we have a Blue Diamond resort in. The only exception to this is Costa Rica. We only have a Planet Hollywood property in Costa Rica currently. All right, next is our Hideaway property.
All right, it's coming. It's coming.
All right,
there we go.
So our Hideaway properties are not standalone resorts. And that is something really important to keep in mind when you're looking at one of the Hideaway properties. The nice thing about the Hideaway is that it is an adults only add-on section to a Royalton. You will never find a Hideaway that is standalone, and you will never find a Hideaway that is all ages. But by staying at a Hideaway, you have full exchange privileges to everything on the Royalton side of the resort. Do keep in mind that we do not typically have exceptions for children coming over to the Hideaway property for weddings, but we'll talk a little bit about that as the presentation goes on. Next, we have our Royalton Chic properties. Now, like the Hideaway, our Royalton Chic properties are adults only, but these are standalone properties that do not have stay and play privileges at any other resort. They typically are hotel style properties, kind of like our Royalton Chic Cancun, for example, that's located on the Cancun Strip. And it is exclusively everywhere on the property, adults only. We find that some of the best groups for Royalton Chic properties are adult-only weddings, bachelorette parties, birthday parties, and the Royalton Chic properties are extremely popular with LGBTQ plus clients. Finally, we have our Planet Hollywood brand, which is a different brand to the Royalton. Now, our Planet Hollywoods are fun and very luxurious for anyone who's looking for that experience. We have some really fun Hollywood style installations and artwork and themes to some of our rooms. The Planet Hollywood brand is located in only 2 countries currently. We have our Mexico and our Costa Rica properties. And the Planet Hollywood adult scene is similar to our Hideaway brand, which is an adult only option at the Planet Hollywood Cancun exclusively. So at each and every single one of our properties, we have 2 upgraded styles of service. The first is our Diamond Club, which can be found at any Royalton branded hotel or Hideaway hotel. Now, our Diamond Club comes with a number of exclusive, luxurious services added on to an existing client booking. We do have a limited number of rooms that are available in these upgraded classes of service. So we do recommend that if you have a client who is interested in booking this room category, that they book it through you and that they probably will not be able to add it on in destination upon arrival. Previously, you used to be able to add on the Diamond Club in destination to your existing room category, and that's no longer an option. So that's something important for you to keep in mind. It's also beneficial to you as the agent because that is additional funds that will go towards your total commission payout as long as you're booking it all at once. We, on the Planet Hollywood side, have our Star Class, which is our Diamond Club just at Planet Hollywood. Next, at every single one of our properties, we have a fantastic fitness portfolio, whether it be a Royalton Fit or a Planet Hollywood Pumped. Now, our fitness programs are available in any activity packages when your clients arrive, and they have been thoroughly curated by fitness professionals. We also have a spa at every single one of our properties with everything from specialized couple massage packages to facials, as well as hydrotherapy treatments, which are a lovely add-on to any stay. Pricing information is available for your clients when they arrive on property. And we're going to take some time to go through our wedding packages. Lori?
So before I hop right into the packages, I'm going to go through a little bit about how our team functions and how we work, just so you get to know us a little bit. So our department is, as much as we'd love to be located somewhere hot and sunny, we are mostly based out of Toronto. And we do have consultants across Canada, so from coast to coast. And how our process works. So I am the sales supervisor. So when you reach out to us initially with a wedding inquiry, you will get either myself or somebody from my team. And we will be your point of contact or your couple's point of contact to provide you with all of the startup information you're going to need: locations, seating capacities, wedding availability, packages, all of that stuff. Once the couple has decided to move forward and has submitted their booking form and paid their $500 deposit to secure their date, they are then going to get assigned to one of 2 teams. So, and these teams would be Carolyn's. So if the wedding is within 6 months, they will be assigned directly to a wedding consultant and begin the planning process right away. If they're outside of that 6-month mark, they are going to be assigned to our pre-planning team, who will assist with basic questions and any, if somebody needs to change a location or anything like that, they'll definitely assist with that. But the more detailed planning does begin about 6 months out from the wedding date. And then once everything is planned, with the offsite wedding consultant and the invoices paid, then the couple 2 weeks prior to travel will be introduced to their on-site coordinator, who is the person who's going to execute everything for the couple. So they will be attending the pre-planning meeting and assisting to make sure everything goes just as they've planned the day of. It's kind of how our process works. This really allows for our team to have a really great response time. In the sales phase, you're looking at a 24-hour business hour turnaround time for a response at the most. And then pre-planning maybe, or like at the planning phase, you're looking at maybe 2 to 3 business days approximately for a response. Our teams, our focus is getting back to clients in a really timely manner. And then it allows our on-site teams to focus on the couples in destination and give them their full attention. So now I'll go through our wedding packages that we offer. The packages are the same at both Royalton and Planet Hollywood. They are just branded differently. So they have, the naming is going to be different, but the inclusions are going to be identical. So the first package that we offer is our luxury, which would be at Royalton, or PH free, which would be at Planet Hollywood. This package can be received complimentary if you have, the group has 35 or more room nights booked at the property, or 14 or more Diamond Club or Star Class room nights booked at the resort. This package is kind of, it's the most basic one that we offer. We can always add items on, so there's no issues with that. But this package is really popular with vow renewals, and smaller groups. This package includes 10 guests. It's going to come with your symbolic ceremony, and then a 2-hour semi-private reception in one of the hotel restaurants. And again, it includes 10 guests, but we can add on as needed with an additional guest fee. So the package is either $1,099 or complimentary if the room nights are there. The next package is our Refined, or the PH Love. This is hands down the most popular package that we offer. It kind of gives couples a taste of what a wedding would be like at home. You know, it has your very typical symbolic ceremony. It also has a cocktail hour with hors d'oeuvres and open bar, and then it's going to come with a 3-hour private reception. This is the type of event where you would be able to have DJ services and dance floor and those types of things, speeches, MC, all of the typical wedding type inclusions. This package runs for $4,599. It includes 30 guests. Additional guests can be added on, no problem, with an additional guest fee. And the only limiting factor here would be just the location selected. So we can add on as many guests as you want, as long as the locations selected will support that. And then our last package, which is the one that comes with all the bells and whistles, is going to be the exclusive, or the PH Glam. So this package definitely has a couple of things that make it more unique. It also has a higher price point and includes more guests. So this is going to come with a symbolic ceremony. It does come with like some premium floral and stuff like that for bouquets. But the biggest difference here is going to be that it comes with a pre-wedding event. So most couples will use this as a welcome party or a white party of some kind. We can even do it post-wedding and do it as a farewell event. So that 2-hour, and quite often it's done on the beach. But that's one of the biggest differences with this package. The extra hour for the reception as well. So this package includes a 4-hour reception instead of 3. And it includes 40 guests as well. So this package runs $13,199, includes 40 people. Again, we can add on as needed, no problem, with the additional guest fee.
All right, and something that is exclusive to Blue Diamond Weddings are these 2 South Asian wedding packages that include a number of culturally significant events for any of your South Asian clients that are orchestrated over a few days on property. One of the also very fantastic things about the Blue Diamond wedding process is that we have a dedicated team of South Asian specialists There are 4, and they exclusively plan with South Asian clients. So they are most knowledgeable about any of the needs of the clients and the cultural significance of the events that are being planned. We have most of our offsite consultants start the wedding planning process 6 months prior to the client's arrival, but for our South Asian weddings, the process starts 8 to 10 months prior to arrival, because with additional events is additional planning that is required to ensure that the clients have the most special time possible. All right, and then another thing that we have here at Blue Diamond that is exclusive to the brand is our cultural add-on experiences. We have 4 currently that are available: a Mexican, a Dominican, a Jamaican, and a Costa Rican experience. These are packages that can be added onto one of the packages that Lori went through earlier. They cannot be purchased alone, and they are curated and created by our colleagues who are local to the destination that your clients are traveling from to. We have found in the last few years that clients are more and more interested in feeling like they are in a destination for their wedding and want to have some very fun cultural experiences while they are there. This includes anything from local foods, drinks, cuisines. There are tasting of different alcohol. If you're in Mexico, that would be tequila, for example. If you're in Jamaica, that would be rum. And there are musicians that are local as well that are included in this package. So if you have a client who's looking to have a very authentic experience, this is a fantastic option for them.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to go through our properties in Mexico now, and we're going to highlight some of the most popular wedding locations that we offer at these properties. So in Mexico, this is where we have some of our largest properties. It is also where some of our most popular properties are. Royalton Riviera Cancun, hands down, does probably more weddings than any of our other properties. It is the flagship property. I know somebody had asked in the questions how many weddings per day. We do have 2 properties that do 4 weddings a day, which is the max. All of the other properties would be fewer than that, but those 2 properties would be Royalton Riviera Cancun and Planet Hollywood Cancun. We also have obviously the Hideaway section at Royalton Riviera Cancun. We have Royalton Chic Cancun, which is the standalone adults only property located in the hotel zone. Definitely more of a bit of a party vibe property than some of the other ones that we offer. The newest property that we have in Mexico would definitely be our Royalton Splash Riviera Cancun, which has a ginormous water park. The property is just under 2 years old, and we do lots of weddings here as well. And we'll go through some of the beautiful locations this property offers shortly. We also have Mystique Holbox, which we do not plan the weddings for. Those are actually done locally, but definitely a boutique style property that falls under the Blue Diamond brand. And then obviously we have Planet Hollywood here as well, which is one of my personal favorites. And we'll go through some of those locations now. So first location we're going to look at is the Sky Terrace that we have at Royalton Riviera Cancun. So this location, you can see this is a ceremony setup. There is an additional charge to use it for ceremonies. So this would be across the Royalton brand. Sky Terrace locations for ceremonies are an extra $1,500. They do offer complete privacy, which if you have a couple that's looking for that experience, maybe not being on the beach or something like that, we can definitely offer that at these Sky Terrace locations. The Sky Terrace for a ceremony, this one will seat about 90. We can also do cocktail hour and reception in this space as well, but not all 3 back to back. So if you have a couple that's looking to use the Sky Terrace, they can use it for 2 out of the 3 events. And you'll see as we go through the properties, this stone structure is very consistent throughout the Sky Terrace locations that we offer across all of the properties. So the next property, this would be Royalton Splash, Riviera Cancun. This property is a bit unique in the sense that the locations that we offer here are quite a bit larger. So this Sky Terrace is the largest one that we offer, period, across all of the locations. It can seat up to 200. We also really strongly recommend to try and do all of your wedding events in the same space at this property, whereas our other properties, that's not necessarily the case because we don't have the locations aren't as large. This really allows for less movement of your guests across the property and a really great experience for everybody involved. So as you can see this picture, this is set up for ceremony, cocktails, and reception all in the same space. Yeah, we can do this for about 100 if you're doing all three in the same spot. Next, this would be Royalton Chic Cancun. So this is our Sunrise Terrace. This location we can actually use for ceremony, cocktail, and reception for 40 people or less if you want to do all three in the same space. Obviously, it has a beautiful view of the beach. It's also very commonly combined with the beach for a ceremony. So quite often couples will do a beach ceremony here and then move up and do cocktails and reception in this space. And then I'm going to move on to Planet Hollywood Cancun. So this location is our rooftop 24. We do have two rooftops at this property. This one has a higher view. It's on, I think, like the 6th floor maybe, whereas the other rooftop is the 2nd floor of the Italian restaurant. This location is really nice too because it's covered. So it does kind of help keep your guests out of the scorching sun, depending on what time the wedding is being held at. And it has it's a really great size as well. It also has a really beautiful walkway that you can't see, but it allows for this really grand entrance for the wedding party and the bride or groom, wedding couple. And obviously you can't see it, but it is quite a long walkway from the elevator into the space here. It's really nice. One thing I will note is that the rooftop locations at Planet Hollywood do not come at an additional cost like they do with the Royalton properties. So this is a huge bonus where you're getting basically the same privacy and exclusive location at no additional cost. And I'm going to hand it off to Carolyn to talk about Jamaica.
Yeah, so Jamaica has definitely been a hot topic for the Royalton and for Blue Diamonds in particular. Obviously, as some of you heard, we had a very tough July with Hurricane Beryl that just ripped through. Happy to report, however, that our large structures at the hotel were not affected. And that all of our clients continued to experience running water, electricity, and Wi-Fi throughout the post-hurricane cleanup. We will be going through some of the changes that have occurred, though, to some of our wedding locations. So we have some pictures to show you today. And we're going to take a little bit of time to specifically talk about the Royalton Blue Waters and New Hideaway Blue Water property. If any of you were familiar with our previous white sands in our Montego Bay, Trelawney area, the Hideaway Blue Waters has immediately taken over the space that was previously known as the Royalton White Sands. The Royalton White Sands was an all ages property, and the Hideaway Blue Waters is an adults only. Staying at the Hideaway means that you have full exchange privileges at the Royalton Blue Waters. The exchange privileges work a little differently between these two hotels as well, so we'll go over that in detail. And our Royalton Negril and our Royalton Hideaway properties function very normally as per our Hideaway and Royalton exchange privileges. But we also have a property that is not often talked about in the Negril site. We have our Grand Lido, which is an au naturel property. It is located at the very tip of the peninsula where the Hideaway is located, and it is a 26-room property. Anyone staying at the Grand Lido, it has full exchange privileges to the Hideaway and the Royalton, so they get to go to everything. And we have had wedding buyouts for the Grand Lido in the past. So if that's something that you or your clients are interested in, we would certainly recommend that you speak with your supplier about a buyout of that smaller property. All right, so our Royalton Blue Waters location has 228 rooms. It has 11 restaurants. And what makes this property unique is that we do allow all ages reservation bookings on the Hideaway side of the property at certain times of the night. So typically before 7 p.m. That means that anyone who is interested in going to teppanyaki with their family, for example, and maybe you as an agent notice that it's on the Hideaway side of the property, it's still actually accessible to the all age groups. There's 8 bars, swimming pools, the kids and the teens club is there as well. And it is a fantastic property that Lori and I were just at not too long ago and really enjoyed our time at. Next, we have the Hideaway. So with 352 rooms, this is our largest Hideaway in the Caribbean. It's 6 restaurants, but you also have full exchange privilege to the Royalton Blue Water side. And of course, you have adult-only pools, which is really appealing to many travelers when they are looking for a getaway from kids. All right, and we'll talk a little bit about the wedding gazebo here. So at our Blue Waters location, we have our classic white beach gazebo, which was damaged during Hurricane Beryl. On the next slide, however, we have not yet had the opportunity to take professional photos of the gazebo, but we wanted to assure all of our agents here today that the gazebo is back up and fully operational. We are hosting weddings in this site on a daily basis. And if any of your clients were concerned about the status of this location, you can assure them that it is back up and running. The only difference is that we've changed the color of the walkway. The next location that we're going to briefly highlight is at our Negril location, which also unfortunately took quite a beachside beating during Hurricane Beryl. One of our locations that was affected was the Sky Terrace that you saw there. But this is the Sky Terrace that is back up and operational. The only changes that have been done to this location is a reduction in the wooden plank walkway. We've changed it because there is a slight slope going down to the main area there where most wedding couples would be standing. And our brides want to wear their heels. So by adding in textured rock concrete flooring there, it creates a much safer environment, not just for the wedding couple, but also any of their guests. It has not eliminated the number of individuals you can have at this location, which has remained at over 150. All right, next, we are going to get into the Dominican Republic, and I like to take some time to explain how these properties work. You'll see in the top row that we have our Royalton Punta Cana, we have our Hideaway Punta Cana, and then we have our Royalton Splash Punta Cana. All of these properties have various levels of stay and play agreements between one another. And we'll get into that soon. At the bottom, you see the Royalton Chic, which is a completely standalone property, which is about half an hour away from everything. And it is an adults only property. And then we have our Royalton Bavaro, which is not walking distance from the Royalton Punta Cana. And if you are hosting a wedding at the Royalton Bavaro, please make sure that any of your clients know that there are no exchange privileges between the Royalton Bavaro and any of the above 3 properties that you see there. Also vice versa. If you have someone staying at the Royalton Bavaro and they would like to, for example, check out the water park for a day, they're welcome to, but it will be at the cost of transportation and a day pass. Now, in the next slide, we're going to briefly talk about how the 3 properties work together. At the front of the beach, at the kind of bottom side there, is the Hideaway Punta Cana. The Hideaway Punta Cana is has been under renovation, but will be reopened this week. That property has received a recent facelift and is looking great, according to a colleague of ours who just got married there 3 weeks ago. The Royalton Punta Cana property is the front half beach area of the resort. Now, the Royalton Punta Cana does not have access to the hideaway, but the Royalton Punta Cana has full access to the Royalton Splash, which is behind that divider line that you see there in the middle of the map. The Royalton Splash Punta Cana has access to the beach area, the Royalton Punta Cana, but does not have access to the restaurants. So there is a staggered level of access depending on which property your clients are staying at. The nice thing, however, is that it can all be contracted under one group contract for any weddings, and it offers a variety of cost and kind of value for any group that wants to have tiered levels of experience. Now, when it comes to the actual wedding locations for the Royalton Punta Cana, for the Punta Cana, the Splash, and the Hideaway, they all share the exact same locations. So this is our central brown gazebo that is located right on the beach on the Royalton Punta Cana area of the property. It's a lovely spot for any of our clients to get married at. But my personal favorite is actually a location that is technically on the Splash side of the property. This is called their Eco Garden Gazebo, and it is a completely private area that can be turned over for 3 consecutive events for any clients who are groups of under 50. This means that you can have your ceremony here, your cocktail, and your reception back to back to back because the space allows it, and it is completely private. And then finally, we have our classic DC gazebo. And one of my favorite things about this location at the Bavaro property is that it's right at the left corner of the resort, which makes it a fairly private area for weddings. Not too many looky-loos, which is nice. And it is located right in front of the DC pool area. With it being the pool area, there is a concrete slab of walkway that has been put from the DC area straight to the gazebo, which means that this area is wheelchair and disability accessible. It's quite rare to find wedding locations that directly on the beach with these types of views that are wheelchair accessible. So if you have clients who have family members with needs, this is a fantastic property to keep in mind for them.
Okay, so I'm going to hop into some of the smaller islands now and go over some of our additional properties here. So I'm going to start with Royalton St. Lucia. This property definitely also has a hideaway section. So it does have that adults only option, which is lovely. And here I'm going to highlight again our Sky Terrace location. So outside of Mexico, this is the largest Sky Terrace location we offer. This seats 120, I believe, for a ceremony. And again, it has that very Royalton look with the stone structure, and obviously the beautiful views here. I'm going to highlight one other location at this property too, because we do get a lot of couples who maybe want a bit of a different view and maybe want some beach, but not to be in the sand. And this location really does offer that. So this is our Diamond Club deck. It seats 60 for a ceremony. It has a really beautiful, gorgeous greenery backdrop. It's right beside the beach and obviously right by the water. So it kind of gives couples a bit of everything. So at Royalton St. Lucia, the most popular combination of locations would be a ceremony here, followed by a reception at the Sky Terrace. And so I'm going to move on to Antigua now. And so we have 2 separate properties here, both which offer over the water bungalows, which are hugely popular. So we have Royalton Antigua, and then we have our newest property here, which is Royalton Chic Antigua, which opened this year. We just started hosting weddings there in September. So we don't have a ton of photos yet of the locations, working on that still. But as you can see, so Royalton Antigua does have 6 over the water bungalows, and Royalton Chic Antigua, I believe, also has 6 as well. They do sell out quite far in advance, but they are definitely very popular with wedding couples. And they are, so Royalton Antigua is a family-friendly property. However, the over-the-water bungalows are adults only. They are 18 plus, obviously just for safety reasons. And then Royalton Chic Antigua is an adult-only property totally. So I'll go through one wedding location we offer at Royalton Antigua. This is our Sky Terrace. Again, as you can see, we definitely have that archway, the stone archway, which really does lend itself to either being dressed up, like you can see here, for additional decor, or it looks gorgeous in photos, just dressed down and very plain, maybe just a little bit of draping. So it really depends on kind of what each couple is looking for. We can definitely accommodate that. This is our smallest Sky Terrace that we offer. So it is great for smaller weddings. We do typically we don't do huge weddings at this property. It is popular with definitely smaller groups. So it definitely is a great size for the groups that we see traveling to this property specifically. Again, for ceremonies, this would be an additional $1,500. No additional charge for receptions in this space. This would be the beach at Royalton Chic Antigua. You can see those over the water bungalows in the background there. Again, gorgeous location. And this is basically one of the only photos we have so far of this property. Really looking forward to getting some more so we can kind of dig in and really see what it looks like. But we've definitely hosted weddings here already, again, starting in September of this year. Okay, so next we've got Royalton Grenada, and this property as well also does typically smaller weddings, but it really does offer some really unique locations. The beach here is gorgeous. It has definitely has some greenery and trees located on it. So I will show you a photo here of a beach setup for a reception. Again, this is a smaller setup for sure. This property also offers some lush green options for ceremonies and receptions as well. So if you do have couples that are looking, maybe destination wedding, but not in the sand, this property does have some of those options as well. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite properties that we have. I cannot gush about Planet Hollywood Costa Rica enough. I was lucky enough to go there about a year ago. It is definitely a smaller property. It is very different from Planet Hollywood Cancun, which I also love. It is obviously the branding and the feel is very similar, but this property is much smaller. It is also very hilly. So a lot of the rooms and the lobby main areas of the property are located at the top of the hill. And then the beach and the pool areas are located at the bottom of the hill. Now there are shuttles and golf carts that run back and forth that will help move people up and down. But for weddings, we do strongly recommend that you book locations, either all at the top or all at the bottom. And our sales team will definitely help guide you on which locations are best for this property. We do some larger weddings here, but moving that number of guests from one location, say at the bottom on the beach, up to a location like our rooftop is very challenging and definitely not recommended. So I'll go through quickly what this property looks like. Again, as you can see, like I would say everything from trying to see here, the hill is very steep. You could easily walk it in running shoes. I would not recommend walking it in dress shoes. It is quite steep, but it also lends itself to gorgeous views from the rooms. And anyways, I love this property. I can't say enough wonderful things about it. This is our rooftop. Again, for Planet Hollywood properties, there's no additional charge to use this location for ceremonies, which is a huge bonus. This rooftop is massive. We can definitely do ceremony, cocktail, reception back to back here. There's one other additional location that's really great that's one floor above this, called our third floor terrace. And that combination is really popular at this property. So third floor terrace for a ceremony, it holds up to 50. And then you basically move down one floor, elevator or stairs, it's right below it, to this location for cocktails and reception. And it's a great flow, beautiful views. This location also has some like built-in like stone seating and fire pits that are also included in the location if you select to use it for a reception for sure. And now I'm going to quickly go through our current Black Friday promotions. So right now, for new bookings coming in anywhere between November the 14th and December the 6th, your couples can take advantage of these promotions. So the first one, they are valid at both Royalton and Planet Hollywood, and couples will receive 10% off the entire wedding. So that's off all their extras, their package, anything they're adding on, it's going to come off their total. So for couples with, especially if they have a big spend or big budget, this can add up very quickly for these couples. And it's definitely one of the best Black Friday promotions I've seen in a long time with us. I've been with the company for 5 years now. So definitely something that is great for couples to take advantage of. Again, it goes until December 6th, so we still have some time. If you have anybody that's interested or wants to get more information, we can definitely have time to assist in getting information over to you. The other promotion that we have, if you do have any South Asian couples looking to do a destination wedding, this is almost unheard of for Blue Diamond. In the years I've been here, there's been one South Asian promotion for weddings, period. This is the second. This is such a huge savings for these couples. If they are booking the larger of our South Asian packages, they will qualify for up to 4 additional hours of events. This can be split, so they could add a couple of hours to their reception or a couple of hours to their Sangeet or whatever it is they're looking to do. And then if they're booking the smaller of the South Asian package, it's actually 2 extra hours of events, which is such a huge savings as well. So it's going to include the location as well as the open bar for those hours. So another huge savings and big promotion, again, for bookings between November 14th and December 6th.
All right, and we've seen quite a few questions about commission. We do offer commission on our wedding packages, not our wedding extras, but the actual package. The most important thing to keep in mind is that your clients have to be spending money on that package in order for you to qualify for the commission. So if your clients have qualified for the free package, there will be no commission paid out. But if your clients have qualified, we request that you make your request within 60 days of the wedding, and we will provide you with the documentation required for completion so that you can get the wire transfer sent to you directly. All right, and for our American agents here today, we do have our Blue Diamond Agent Reward credit card. For any information you're looking for on specifics, we would recommend you speak to your specific BDM, and we have information about that in about 2 slides. Oh, right there. So you can see here that your BDM is divided by region. We will also make sure to send this out in our communication to everyone so that you can make sure you're reaching out to the right person who can get you the information you need to close that sale or get that extra commission. All right, well, you've met me, you've met Lori, but if you have been working with Blue Diamond for some time, you may also be familiar with Laura Erickson, who's our Director of Wedding Services. You are welcome to contact any of the 3 of us for any questions that you have, and we'll either be able to help you directly or direct you to the right person to speak with. And we are ready for our questions. Kelly.
Ta-da!
Kelly's back. All right.
Great job, ladies. Thank you so much. Okay, so you two, or well, one of you, or both of you, have been very busy in the Q&A box answering all the questions as they came in, which is great. I'm just gonna see here.
Yeah.
There's
There
just
were
one here, and I maybe one of you guys are, I don't think one of you guys have answered it, but from Rhonda, do all the properties have elevators?
So I've been thinking long and hard about this, and every
Ah,
property that I've been to does. Lori, do you?
You know, I'm trying to think, and I think it would depend on like I think they all do. I'm just trying
I
to think
know
of
that the
like
Cuba don't, but we're not talking about Cuba today
fair
anyway.
enough.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, all of the ones in Mexico, Costa Rica, Dominican, Jamaica, they all have elevators. I know that the St. Lucian one would as well. I can't imagine them
Yeah.
not, to be honest, but I just, yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, so can we ask a question about your rewards program?
Which one?
Okay, so this would be the rewards program for agents
Okay.
that we just talked about. Can we maybe just go back a slide? Is that
We
or
don't
what?
have a ton of information about it ourselves because we are
Okay.
based in Canada.
Okay.
But we do recommend that you reach out to your BDM
Okay.
about any specific information that you're looking for. It is, I know that it will be hotel promotion and booking window specific as well. So,
Okay. Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we have the link on the Spoiled Agent dedicated page for you guys. So I can pop that in as well. And you guys can make sure you're registered for that and recording your bookings. But I guess would you guys know if this particular program applies to what, like groups, like wedding groups, or is it only for individual bookings? Do you know the answer to
No,
that?
it does. Both groups and individuals qualify for the American program, but you have to be based in the United States in order to qualify for this. If
Yes,
you
yes.
are not based in the United States and you're a Canadian, we recommend booking through whichever provider at the time is offering points through their supplier specific program.
Yes, no, I do believe that, well, I can't say 100%, but I would say 99%, of course, of the advisors that are on this session today are based in the US and sell in the US.
Okay.
And sometimes we have a Canadian here or there, but yes, Canadian agents directed to you. This program is only available for US agents. So there you go. And I know you guys have some great agent rates as well. We have that posted on the dedicated Spoiled Agent Blue Diamond page. And there's an email there. So if you want to try experiencing one of the properties, such a great brand to kind of, grab onto, because of course the incentive program, and they have so many, different brands under the Blue Diamond umbrella, like something for every budget, which is also so great. So perfect, perfect, perfect. Excellent. Actually, somebody, yeah, Tammy, hey, Tammy, she's saying the Blue Diamond Awards program is amazing. She put $, $, $. So there you go. There you go. You guys all got to do that. Let's just see. Uh,
I
okay,
noticed
so
a couple of questions that we did answer with individuals that happy to just quickly go over as
sure.
well. We had a question from an individual about the number of weddings we can have per day.
It's a great question.
Lori and her team will be able to direct you based on your client's request for the property and the date to let you know, but each and every single one of our properties has a specific number of maximum weddings that is based on their capacity and the best client experience possible for that special day of theirs.
Great.
Yeah, we definitely are very, very strategic. There's a lot of rules around how we can and cannot book things. So our team is very diligent with making sure that everybody's special day remains their special day and everything is booked appropriately. So even the properties that do a max of 4, everything is very spaced out and well done. So
yeah, and I also noticed a just quick comment from Pamela PJ. 2 weeks is not enough time for the brides. I know they want contact way before that to send photos of flowers, setup changes, etc. We want to assure everyone that the wedding process and the wedding planning process does not start 2 weeks before the client's arrival. It starts typically between 7 to 6 months before their arrival when they work with a member of our team. And we ensure that all of their questions and any of the quotes that they're looking for are provided to them and followed up with well in advance of their final payment date, which is about 45 days prior to their arrival. Our on-site team is phenomenal. but they do not work with clients directly because they're so busy helping clients who are there with them right in front of them. And it is their top priority to make sure that your clients know that they are getting their absolute undying attention when it is their wedding day.
That's great. Okay. Um, yeah, and we addressed this just about the commission.
Yeah.
Is on the add-ons, but sorry, yeah, commission on the add-ons, but not, sorry, maybe I should get you guys to re-say that one more time
Yeah, I was gonna
clearly
go back
before
to
I
the
mess
commission.
Yeah,
everybody
so
up.
There we go.
we pay commission on the wedding packages. So the refined wedding package, for example, is $4,100. So you would get 10% commission on that wedding package. Our
Right,
South Asian wedding packages, however, are between $14,000 to $20,000 almost.
right,
And that is the 10% commission that you'd be getting on that package. So the higher the package rate, the better the commission payout. And there is not commission paid out on wedding add-ons, which is the industry standard for
right.
all of our competitors.
Perfect. All right, perfect. Thanks for clearing that up. All right, so let's just see here really quick. Great webinar, learned a lot. Thanks, Diane. Okay, so I think Andrea, I think this has to do with the agent rate. So Andrew's question was, it has to be booked direct, not via the supplier for travel agents to qualify for rates. Okay,
That
so
is correct.
this is for travel agent rates. Oh,
Yeah.
to book direct, not via the supplier, for TA qualify for rates. So you're saying that is
Yeah.
correct. So
Yeah.
I'm
So
seeing that is, sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry. We do offer travel agent rates. We don't have, for example, I know like Charisma has a chart and it'll tell you this time of year you travel this resort, this is the rate. We don't have anything like that. It is quoted upon request for the number of individuals in your room, for your dates of travel, and for the resort. And it's also season specific as well. So if you have any inquiries about prices, we would recommend you send an email to the provided email with a couple of different options that you're looking at.
Okay, great. And I think there's another thing that we just added. I added it with Laura. I think you must have at least one Blue Diamond booking to be able to qualify for agent rates. We just want to make sure, of course, there's limited agent rate space, and they just want to make sure that that you've been
Yeah.
supporting. So they're just asking for one booking to be made to be able to qualify for the agent rates. All right. So that's great. And if you guys go to the Spoiled Agent dedicated page, log in, go to the Blue Diamond page. The agent rate email address is there, the sales team contacts, everything is there on the page. But I know the girls are going to send you an email, an amazing follow-up email with a lot of great information. And I think our goal plan is to send that to you guys by Friday. But if you're like desperate and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to go here right now, I want to leave next week for Blue Diamond, just go to the dedicated page and all the information's there, how you can book it. There's an email address that you're actually sending. And again, give as much information as possible. Great. I think that's it. No questions on Facebook. Everyone's good. No questions here. And if we missed your question in the chat box, we will review it afterwards, and I'll send that to the girls, and they'll see all your lovely comments. I know there's lots of groups that are coming up that are booked, and all sorts of favorites, properties and things like that. So I'll make sure I send that on to Carolyn and Lori. They can read through that. Yeah. So Lisa's saying, would your own personal direct booking qualify for the one? No, so I guess you need one booking. If you made it like a booking, is it like what was it, I guess, was it a full payment booking? I think you need one like regular booking, full payment booking on the books. I guess if it's either made direct with Blue Diamond or through one of the fabulous US tour operators, as long as you have that, then you would be booking a second one, which would be yours at the agent rate. So I think that's hopefully that makes sense. All right. So I just want to say happy Friday, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. And I know you guys all have Thanksgiving coming up next week. So you're all busy. And good luck. I know someone's going to win that 3-night stay. And Carolyn and Lori, thank you so much. It was lovely. Thank you for all this great information. And I'll let you two close it off and then we'll call it a day. How's that?
Oh,
Thank you so much for having us.
thank you everyone for joining, and we hope you have a great weekend.
Okay, there you
Thank
go.
you, Kelly.
Oh, no problem. Okay, bye everybody. Take care. And good luck. Someone's gonna win.